But and I know everything does not require a response, but sometimes you can just come on and simply state the facts, and that'll put things to rest. Now, let's address this right here. So I guess yesterday I had to address the bros. I'm about to do a live.
All right, what's up with the YouTube fam? I'm back again with another video. I just want to start it out with some positivity. I just want to tell everybody out there that I hope y'all having a good day out there if you're rocking with me and supporting this channel. But other than that, man, let's get straight into the situation at hand. So look, Rickey Smiley went viral for crying on the internet the other day, and everybody automatically assumed that it was because of the KATT Williams situation. And in all actuality, it wasn't about the KATT Williams situation. It was about his son. He's been mourning over his son. And for those who didn't know, his son passed away and stuff like that. And yeah, man, people are really just kicking him while he down in this situation right here. Now, as far as whatever he did with KATT Williams and things like that, that's on them. But when it comes to people actually mourning and stuff like that, y'all already know, man, I got a soft spot for shit like that. But if you out here doing messed up stuff, I don't really care for you like that. But when it comes to you losing family members and being hurt and stuff like that, I can't do nothing but be in your corner. And I'm not taking no sides with no grown ass men, no way, without actually knowing what actually took place. I'm just giving y'all the real and raw 100 right now, I just want to say that, I want to say RP to his son. My condolences goes out to the family. I'm going to let y'all watch the video where he breaks everything down, letting everybody know it's not about the KATT Williams situation. It's really about his son. And yeah, man, people just mourn differently. I can't tell this man not to be on the internet crying. People just saying all type of different stuff because, it's easy to get a lot of your problems off and put it on other people. People be going through their own situations and they try to kick others while they're down to make themselves feel better. And I don't feel like that this should happen. When people actually breaking down and crying and all that other type of shit, man, try to have some sympathy for them. I know there's gonna be some macho people in the comment section saying forget all of that and stuff like that. Yeah, whatever. But I feel like that, when people genuinely going through some hurt and pain behind their family members, especially their children, people should sympathize with them a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It's the internet. People live off of telling jokes in the comment section, so it is what it is. But let me know what y'all feel about everything in the comment section. I'm gonna let y'all watch the video, and I will holler at y'all later on another video. RIP to his son, RIP to everybody who lost someone, a mother, father, child, anybody. My condolences goes out to y'all. But let's get straight into the video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, and I will holler at y'all later on another one.
How everybody doing? I hope everybody having a blessed day. Let me first of all start out by saying that, hey Doc, good morning. There ain't nobody on this earth is gonna break me, right? I was raised by wonderful, awesome grandparents, military. A grandfather that was in the military. But and I know everything does not require a response, but sometimes you can just come on and simply state the facts, and that'll put things to rest. Now let's address this right here. So I guess yesterday I had to address the bros. I'm about to do a live with my presiding bishop of Full Gospel, Bishop Joseph Walker, coming up. But let me address this video. And I'm going to show y'all how low down people are, what they're doing just to get clicks, clickbait with the caption. So there's a video. If you go back on my Facebook page and look at the entire video, right? Everybody know I start my morning show with a praise break. If you listen to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, our first 15 minutes is gospel music, right? So I decided that, let me just put it all in the context. I decided that I was going to get away from Birmingham. Nothing is wrong with Birmingham. I just wanted to change atmosphere because I was having some anxiety as far as what I already been through, and the anxiety was making me feel like it was gonna happen again. with the same person, which is my son that passed. Like New Year's Eve, my anxiety was having me believe that something was finna happen to Brandon. That's hard for me to even say because that make me wanna, it feels so messed up what that does to you mentally. So I came to another state, and I was doing a praise break. And I wasn't even thinking. I played, if you go back and look at the video, I went back and played God is Good by Jonathan McReynolds, which is the only song that I kept in my head the minute I found out that my son had passed away. When I found out my son passed away, that song, I had to lean on that song and the words of that song just to make it from my apartment door to the elevator. And from the elevator to the car, from the car to the airport, to get on the plane, that song just rang in my head over and over and over and over. The only thing I could hear was, and may your bad days prove that God is good. I had to lean on that one phrase the entire time of the most critical crisis I ever had in my entire life. Never faced anything like this, never been through nothing like this. And may your bad days, which was a bad day, the worst day of my life. The song said, may your bad days prove that God is good. I needed a short song that wasn't long because we was running out of time. I think I played it for the second song and just wasn't thinking nothing of it. I played it. And when I played it, it deeply triggered me. Then I played the next song. By the time I got out of the next song, I had to remove myself from the morning show. I went to make coffee. I was on live, because usually I go live during the praise break. And I was standing there making coffee, and it just hit me. And I started crying. As if it wasn't about how I'm being treated by people that don't know me or how I'm being treated right now and made fun of and dogged out by some bros, which I'm about to do a live with Bishop Walker. We're going to break that down because I know I'm not crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with me. But I had a conversation with Bishop Joseph Walker today, and he broke some stuff down that really made sense, and it only confirmed some of my thoughts anyway. So I'm standing in front of the coffee machine crying, and people took that and said, and put on a caption that I was crying because of what was said about me. And I ain't never, not in my adult years, ever broke down and cried because somebody said something about me. That don't even make logical sense. It just don't. It don't make no logical sense that I would go in a room and put myself on a Facebook live and cry because of what another comedian said about me, and people sharing the video. Do it make sense to you? What I'm crying for, I didn't do anything to anybody. I haven't done nothing to Omega, but had a brain fart and couldn't spin off the 4 cards because somebody was talking in my ear and I'm being rushed into commercial break. They can talk to you through the headphones Somebody's talking to you down the line through my beat by Dre's, just in case you didn't know that. So I'm being criticized and ridiculed for that. And now I'm crying because of what somebody said about me. Mind you, my son died in January, and every day that it get close to the 29th of January, I can't even explain the anxiety that go through my body all day. I don't even know why January and not December. The holidays was already rough. I made the best out of it because I got grandkids and people that I was trying to make happy. But man, this month right here, anybody that had suffered losing a loved one, when that 1 year come, just the air alone, the air, the sky, the sun, the leaves on the trees or off the trees. I remember every April, I remember when my grandmama died, I just remember blooms on the dogwood trees. My grandmother died late April, and that's when the trees started blooming. And that, for years, that upset me when I would see trees blooming in the spring. My other grandmama died before Thanksgiving. Granddaddy died around the beginning of December. Those used to be real bad triggers. So if those were triggers, imagine losing a child. Imagine what that trigger is 1 year. And what does that look like? And what does that feel like? Pastor Solomon on here said the entire month of December when both parents died. And mind you, in the video, I articulated as to why I was crying and what was wrong. I didn't just cry. And people took that and made a small clip and made it look like I'm crying because of that. And while you're feeling weak and you're feeling vulnerable and you're feeling down and you're having a crisis and you misspeak and mispronounce or whatever, now to a lot of people, you ain't shit. You ain't shit because somebody said something, whether you think it's true or not, and you ain't shit because you misquoted something. So now you down here, you going through stuff, and now you ain't shit. And it's crazy because it seems like some classmates, a lot of bros, folks that don't like you anyway, is having a great time. They getting a kick out of this because they don't like you anyway. I mean, I understand that. I understand the psychology of that. Somebody that you don't like, you see them have a day like that, I'm sure they don't dislike me to the point that they hope my son would die. But just the disrespect, the naming of my son, and I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at any of it. I'm not surprised that bros are doing what they're doing. The reason they haven't done it, they didn't have nothing to do it on, or whatever. I'm sure that they had a field day with this because, man, listen, jealousy is real. Man, jealousy and envy is real. You'll meet one person that you didn't take a picture with, or that you set a boundary for, or said no to. This is their day. They've been waiting on a week like this, and they hope that I go somewhere and put a pistol to my head and pull the trigger. That's what they really hope. But I ain't going nowhere. I got my ass up and did my morning show, no matter what I was feeling on the inside. No matter how my body feel, the pain, I laid on a machine at a doctor's office for 3 hours today. But 3 hours. Then people calling you, telling you giving you bad news, no sensitivity as to you trying to move along. Haven't done anything to anybody, haven't taken anything from anybody. It's just my day, I guess. And a lot of time when God, first of all, Bishop Walker said that it's time for me to pivot in another direction. And make sure y'all join me on Instagram when Bishop Walker and I go live. We're going to have that conversation. But I want you to know that jealousy and envy, this is some of the stuff that you go through. And a lot of time when people are being ridiculed and criticized, you don't even know what they're going through on the inside and how they're feeling. My personal friends understand and have been very good. My classmates, some of my classmates have been absolutely amazing. And then there were some people, some other classmates that's celebrating it because they don't like me anyway. Never even, and if I did anything to anybody, nobody told me what I did. How about that? Nobody said, hey, Rick, you did this to me. This is how it made me feel, because I'm definitely not perfect. And I'm always the first to apologize. I'm always the first to make amends. You know what I mean? But, no, this not gonna break me. I'm not going anywhere. I guess it's just my turn. As Mary Robinson Walton said, it's just my turn to go through whatever storm that I'm going through. It's my turn. And now it's my turn. And remember, at the end of the day, all of this is a test. All of it is just a test. God looking at me right now, trying to figure out how am I handling this situation. I'm handling it by staying prayed up, being optimistic, still going to speak to them kids tomorrow. I had a brother ask me, say, hey man, are you still coming to speak to the underprivileged kids tomorrow? I said, why wouldn't I? Because I know you're going through a lot. What does that have to do with me helping some kids, motivating some kids, you know, that's going through stuff and being kicked out of the public school system? I said, sir, all I need is the address. I will be there. The minute I get off the air, I will be pulling up. What do the kids want to eat? And I'm ordering food for the kids. So get ready. It happens in families too. Sometimes it's just your turn to go through it. And God must be really finna bless me, man. For all of this, all of this stuff that's going on. It ain't even the stuff with KATT Williams that hurt me. What really hurt my feelings, some of my classmates and the brothers. That hurt. I don't care nothing about that. That's been going on for 15 years. 15 years or longer. That's been going on. I Googled friendship today. And if friendship is essential to the soul, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't have nothing to prove. I'm not trying to make money nobody, ticket sell nobody out. I ain't trying to do nothing. I'm just being me and doing what I'm asked to do, whether it be a church, whether it be a coach, whether it be whatever. But the notion to take that video showing when I was vulnerable, that's what I do. I share on social media. That's my job. Maybe somebody could learn something from it. Maybe somebody else going through the same thing. And maybe to share that video and catch you at a vulnerable moment, which is okay. That don't make me less of a man because I cry. I'm crying now because I didn't cry when it happened, because I had to man up and protect my family. I had to protect my mother. I had to protect my other kids. I didn't get an opportunity to grieve. So now that this 1 year then came around, it's really kicking my ass mentally and emotionally. And it's really hard on me. I don't care nothing about all this stuff. It just coincidentally that all of this stuff came down at the same time. That's all it is. God loved me. I'm not cursed. It's not a Negro on Facebook or Instagram on a heaven or hell to put me in. I am confident in that. I am confident that I know that God loved me. I am confident that I have not done wrong to anybody. And if I did, I was not made aware of it. And when I'm ever made aware of it, I always be the first to run and apologize, because I am human and I make mistakes. But yeah, it sucked. And I really would be all right if my son was living, if I had all my kids. If all my kids was in place and grandkids was in place, I can deal with anything. But you know, when you got to sit up here and deal with that, so if anybody want to know what's wrong with me, that's what's wrong with me. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. Other than that, ain't nothing wrong with me. Everything else is just disappointment. But when the tears start flowing, that's what bring the tears out. That part. Not nothing nobody's saying or videos that cues are making. None of that. None of it. All these people on here grieving and going through stuff. Y'all know how I feel. I went over here when Miss Delana Chandler, that's on here, whose son was murdered at Virginia Tech. No, I'm sorry. The Cavaliers, University of Virginia. And I sat there and watched her on that front row. Take it like, as a matter of fact, I drove Miss Delana to her son's funeral and bonded with her after I met her and her son in the airport. That was somebody that I just met in the airport, and we exchanged information. I just tried to be something to her son that had lost his father, and then he got murdered. And I sat there and I had to look over there and watch her take her son's funeral service, not knowing that I'm right around the corner from the same grief that she went through. And then other times when I cry, it don't even be for me. It be for y'all. When I sit up here and watch Miss Delana, and then I watch Mary grieve over her mother and Tawanda grieve over her mother, and I'm crying for everybody that's hurting. They're just trying to get by, trying to have a normal day. Just hoping God that'll just heal my heart where I could move on about my day so I can get past this too shall pass, all that kind of stuff. Man, there's so many levels to this stuff. It ain't enough time that I have on a Facebook Live to explain how I feel on the inside and what I'm dealing with. It takes a real man to get up and do a morning show that early in the morning, because that's when it's the most painful. It's early in the morning. Early in the morning, the first thing you wake up thinking about is My son is gone. What do I need? Where's the bathroom so I can go pee? Okay, how do I get to the kitchen? And then start trying to get yourself doing stuff and get into a routine. And once you get into a routine, that's the only thing that makes some of it go away. You wake up confused every morning. You don't know what day it is. You don't know what day it is. You don't know what time it is. You confused. You just want to lay there. You don't want to get up. You don't want to crack no jokes on the radio, but somehow you manage to do it. Going to therapy, then get off the air and got to go to the damn doctor like 2 or 3 times a week. I don't know, I got some kind of muscle spasm going on that's really, really bad. It's really bad and painful. They have to put these electrical things, send the electric shock through my body, and then snap me. I got snapped in place, and then the pain left my shoulders and went down into my arm, making me feel like something going on with my rotator cuff. Make you think that you can't lift your arm, but I can actually lift my arm or whatever. And then you got to take 200 milligram ibuprofen 3 times a day. Dealing with that. Physical pain, emotional pain, and being talked about and judged as if I've done something wrong, which I have not. That's the thing. If I've done something wrong, get me. Criticize me. Or if I've done something to you. But if I've done something to you, at least tell me what I did to you and give me the opportunity to make the correction. Right? Like God do when we sin. Don't go in the inbox, please. You don't have to call or text. I've gotten a lot of text messages. Don't go to Messenger. Put all of your comments right here. Ain't nobody finna, I'm just asking in a nice way. Leave all your comments right here. No need to go to Messenger and have a side conversation. I understand we all going through it, but I don't need nobody to do that every time I go live. It gets to be a lot. Somebody said the internet is a monster. It can be overwhelming. Erica, you already know I love you. I'm okay with it. I just hate that it affect my kids. My son dealing with a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I got one son left, and it's hard for him, And I got to call him and check on him. I got to explain to him that I'm okay. Dad, Pops, you good? Dad, you straight? Dad, hey Malik, put your phone down. Don't look at your phone. Don't pay that stuff any attention. I said, we're good. We're gonna be fine. Let's get our mind on something else. Let's talk about something else. We're good. We're fine. We haven't done anything wrong to anybody. The Smileys haven't done nothing but service the community for years. Even before I started making money, I was still helping kids that didn't have. And Mark Mac, better days is coming. Better days is coming. God is still good. It's just a test. Job went through worse. I know a mother out in LA that lost both of her sons. Her sons got killed together at the same time. So right when you think you're going through something, somebody's going through worse. And even as I go through my own struggles, I'm always thinking of others, asking God to comfort the brokenhearted, to heal the brokenhearted, to give people some strength and encouragement. Don't judge me, because sometimes when you under pressure and you triggered. Sometimes you can't talk. I probably mispronunciated about 5 or 6 things today on the radio. I hope don't nobody judge me for that, but I'm sure you know how that go. But yeah, just wanted to say that when you see that video, please know and understand. I had just played Jonathan McReynolds' God is Good. I got up, walked out of the studio to make coffee, and the song was in my head, and it triggered me all the way back to when I found out what had happened to Brandon. And the minute I found out, the song just kicked in my head like somebody pressed play. And it's funny because I hadn't really played the song, and I don't play it. I didn't even mean to play the song. I just needed a song that was short because I didn't want to go get too close to the commercial break. So that song and Total Praise are our shorter songs, which is like 2.5 minutes as opposed to 3 minutes and a half, 3.5 minutes. So I threw that song in there because it was a short song, and it just wiped me out. And somebody just decided to take a video and said, Ricky Smiley crying because of what's being said by him, by another comedian. And that ain't the sad part. The sad part is, the other sad part is that people actually believe it. That's the sad part. Sad part is that people actually believe it and shared it. Like, somebody can say something about me. He didn't say anything that would trigger anything. Let's start there. He didn't say anything that would trigger tears from a grown man. What did he say that was so bad that would make tears come streaming down my face and have me at the counter making coffee crying like that when worse have been said? But if you hate Ricky Smiley, that makes sense to you. If you're jealous of Ricky Smiley, that makes sense to you. If you dislike Ricky Smiley, that makes sense to you. Sounds good to me. I believe it. I don't like his ass anyway. Y'all make sure y'all follow Delana Chandler that's on this feed and keep her lifted up in prayer. Her son was killed, and I think she just went past a year. I think that was November or December. She went through a lot. Everybody on this feed that have lost a mother, everybody that have lost a sibling, everybody that's dealing with chemotherapy. Oh, it was November the 13th. Thank you, Delana. Thank you for that. Ari Spears said it yesterday. He said, black people, man, love drama. Love drama. Anything drama, we're gonna run with it. Everybody that's got to go to chemotherapy, everybody that's got to go sit on a dialysis machine 3 days a week. See, I know people that's on dialysis that lost a kid. I know people that's on chemotherapy fighting for their life and lost a kid. See, it could be worse. That's why right before I get ready to shed a tear, sometimes I get a little bit of gratitude. Pastor Moore, thank you for your kind and loving and encouraging words. And I'm telling you right now, I want y'all to just take a good look at my face right now. You can screenshot it. I want y'all to remember this day I want y'all to remember how I just expressed how I'm feeling inside. And watch how God bless me. It get real dark before daylight. Right before daybreak, it gets the darkest. Right before daylight. And I know God gonna bless me. Cause I'm not perfect. I don't even think I deserve some of his blessings. But just wait. Better days coming, as Leandria Johnson said. Better days. We serve an awesome and a powerful God. I came on this live, man, just to explain that, because it was just a outright lie, but God had turned this whole conversation around. Remember this day now. I don't even know what today's date is. Remember this day. God got big things coming for me. I don't even need nobody to tell me. I can feel it. Steve said it yesterday. God got big things coming. Man, if he bring you to it, he'll bring you through it. I don't even know how I'm sitting here. The way I feel on the inside, I should be dead. The way I feel on the inside. I don't know what kind of nightmare this is. I don't care about that. I don't care what the Qs say about me, and I don't care, what no other comedians say or their fans say or think about me. I ain't thinking about that stuff. It's disappointing, but man, bro, I'm down here in a whole nother state trying to come to reality that I lost my son, and trying to get healthy and getting therapy and going to the doctor because my upper back, left shoulder, whatever, hurts. That's it. And my job is to make people laugh. Not sell insurance, not work at Wells Fargo, not lifting or delivering boxes, not cooking. My job is the maybe reverse psychological of crying. The opposite of crying is laughing. My job is to make people laugh while I'm crying on the inside and still able to do it and articulate a joke. Remember this day. All right, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna go sit down for a second and have me a bag of Grippo's potato chips. And that's it. God bless y'all. Derek McGee, thank you for that conversation we had yesterday. Appreciate you, bruh. Both of the Brian Whites, Brian White, Mississippi, Brian White, Nashville. Appreciate those conversations, those uplifting conversations. Man, God bless y'all. And get ready. If you're going through something right now, get ready. Get ready. God is about to bless you. Everything that you're going through and dealing with right now is only a test. Be encouraged. God sit high and he look low. Just make sure that you're in God's order and make sure that you're in right and you apologize to people that you've hurt or apologize to anybody you rubbed the wrong way, and just make sure you're in good standings with God. He got something big for you. Yeah. Got something real big for you. Love you, Ashley. Thank y'all for watching. God bless y'all. Peace.